welcome back. As you can see, we've got the New Holland TN70 hooked to the disc cars, and we're probably going to get shook up a little bit here. Bear with me for a second. We're getting ready to disc some of this ground that we turned here. Now, we're getting later in the year, and one of the things the moorboard plowing, if you get a late start at it, which we have on most of ours, you get these big chunks of ground turned up that harden off, and it turns into a big pile of clods. So that's a problem. So what we're going to try to do is just get this, what we're trying to do is reduce the big clods down to smaller clods and take care of some of the weeds and grasses that's starting to come on. Now we're going to plant a patch of potatoes in here, probably right there. And so I want to get that disced up. But what we're going to do, and this ground being sandy and tilled last year and with no cover crop on it, believe it or not, or no grass cover crop, you don't have quite as many big chunks. Now, up there on that hill where it's a little more clear, and particularly the new ground that we plowed, that's going to be tougher. So what we're going to try to do here is just an initial knockdown. Just try to smooth things up. Yeah, this is the beginning of the secondary tillage, and then of course we'll work it on up, incorporate our fertilizer in, use our rip plow to rip it, to loosen it up, and then dress it down in the end. But so what we're going to do, and this is just a 3-point hitch set of disc harrows, I call them disc cars, you know, hillbilly accent. What we're going to do, because we're just trying to knock it down, these things are adjustable, and I know the wind's probably affecting me here, but what you do, you pull this pin, and I've went over this before, and you move this forward and back and repin it. And what that does is it changes the pitch on those gangs, and the steeper the pitch, in other words, the more they're turned this way, the more it's going to cut. We don't want it to cut a whole lot, so what we're going to do is leave them relatively straight. This one is as straight as it'll go. This one's almost as straight. It's got one more adjustment hole. So let's of course, with the disc, you run it level this way, front to back, and then you want it in the center of the tractor. So we'll get over here and get it adjusted and get started on it. Okay, I've got this farm, the initial knockdown disking done on it. There, I'll show you the difference here. And basically what I've done, just run over it. And like I said, I'm reducing the bigger chunks down to smaller chunks to make it more manageable. This is not, and the wind's probably horrible, but you know, this is not ready for seeding by no stretch of the imagination. And you can see it's still got these larger chunks will break on down. But if I leave it turned and try to come in and do prep the seed bed all at one time, it is very hard to work it on down without compacting it back. So by doing this, letting it lay here, when I do come in to apply the fertilizer and do the final seed bed prep, what I'll do, I'll go over it a time or two, probably 2 more times with the disc, and then I will take the 9-tooth ripper or field cultivator, whatever you want to call it, go over it, loosen it up with the drag behind it, smooth it down, apply the fertilizer, and then use the ripper to incorporate it, and then it'll be ready to seed. So that's kind of the process. But this I went over a couple more times than I did on out there, because I'm going to plant some potatoes in this corner right here. That's good enough for potatoes, but if we were seeding corn or something like that, I'd want it a little better, because you know, we'll trench and plant the potatoes and then ridge them, so that'll be fine. I don't know where you can see it or not, but there's 3 strips up on the hill. I've done those also. So that gets us about 7 acres initially tilled. We've got about 12, 13 more to go over to the knockdown, and then of course we'll start. There's several of those acres we're gonna have to start getting ready in the next couple of weeks. So what I'll do is try to knock everything else down, and then I'll go in on those and start working them up, getting the seed bed prepared. So if you like what we're doing, enjoy the videos, please subscribe. Thanks to everyone that has. If you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you'll know when we put up a video. If you have a question or a comment, please let us know. And thanks for watching. We're getting busy now, so should be a lot more videos coming. I'll talk to you guys later.